Hi, and welcome back to the PitTrades.com educational video series. In this series, we've been talking about developing your trade plan. And before I go on to this video, let me say if you haven't reviewed the previous videos, please visit PitTrades.com. That's PITTRADES.com. Scroll down to the bottom right-hand side of the page. You'll see our first 3 videos we have here. Important that you go through those videos to understand the whole development of this plan. But in the meantime, let's get back to what this video is about, and this one's about routine. It's about including routine into your trade plan. In other words, what are you going to do every day? Routine equals consistency, and you need to be consistent with this on a daily basis. Why? Because I heard a famous sports psychologist say it best once. He says, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when the garbage will hit the fan for you, and you need to go back to something or something reliable that you need to go back to, and that happens to be consistency of your routine. Okay, so what should be in your routine on a daily basis? Well, one, you need to review every day, okay? Your trade plan, your journal, your monthly targets, your lessons, etc., etc. So how do we fit that into our day? Well, let's start with the morning. You need to identify what your morning looks like. Your morning could look like for example, mine, I make sure my charts are up and refreshed. Okay, I get the data working correctly. I go look at the overseas markets, make sure see what they're trading like. You know, see if there's any major news out, any catastrophes, God forbid. And then, of course, overnight highs and lows for me. It could be something else for you as far as whether you're trading equities or options or futures. But the bottom line is, whatever you outline as your morning routine, you need to make that consistent on a daily basis. Another thing which is part of your routine is journaling every day. Okay, journal every day. And review that journal every day. Now, what needs to be in that journal? I like to see feelings. What was my feelings like? What was I feeling inside that day in that trade? My observations of the market. You know, was it a grinding market? You know, did I learn some lessons from the market volatility, etc., etc.? Lessons, of course. Lessons. What did I learn by that trade? What did I learn by not being in that trade? Those things help you out. Now, what I do is I take those lessons throughout the week and identify them on Friday, and I highlight them, and I come back to them every morning before I trade to learn those lessons and try to ingrain them in my head to not make them. Now, at the end of the month in my journal, I also make a target list for the following month. A couple things that could be on your target list: best and worst trade, identify it, why. Big mistake, why'd you make that mistake? Okay, and then what to eliminate in that following month. Now, also part of that, my monthly target is also to make sure I journal every day. And then, of course, I'd like to give myself maybe a monetary target, like I want to have 2 large tick days. You know, I put 10 tick days here. Could be, you know, dollar days, whatever. It's up to you, okay? But the bottom line is to review that on a regular basis and make sure you're grading yourself at the end of the month on what you did right and what you did wrong, and then, of course, develop your next monthly target list. Alright, and then now, the most importantly is I try to read something every day, whether it be in the morning or the evening. I try to read, and I make sure the reading isn't about setups and Fibonacci's and pivots and all that kind of stuff. Listen, you need to work on yourself. Okay, trading is about you, and let's face it, life is about you. Okay, life is a head game, and so is trading. The markets do what they want every day. Okay, you can't manipulate the markets. I've yet to see anybody on an individual basis can sit there and manipulate the markets at will. You can only control how you respond to this action, how you respond to the trades, how you work these things out in your head, and you need to work on that every day. Okay, and this is part of your routine, and as soon as you get into this and you make this part of your everyday consistently, then when things do go bad, you can always go back and hit the reset button and start again. So quickly, let's review. You need a routine every day, okay? It leads to consistency, all right? Now, we talk about the morning, what you can do in the morning. We talk about journaling every day, what should be in a journal. Of course, monthly targets, developing those and grading yourselves on that. And most importantly, guys, working on yourself, reading something that's going to improve you and your head, okay? Now, with that, guys, again, if you haven't reviewed the previous videos, go back to PitTrades.com, bottom right-hand side of the page. Otherwise, I hope this helps, and then look for our next video. Take care.